New Mexico Broker Basics, page 23. Part A of 61-29-10.2 is repealed, effective July 1st, 2012. The session material contains many of the common terms, definitions, explanations, and applications you will likely encounter in the various brokerage relationships. The New Mexico Licensing Act and rules provide for three types of brokerage relationships: representation for licensees and consumers, transaction broker. The licensee represents a consumer in a non-fiduciary capacity, owing the basic duties as outlined in Part 19 of the rules. This is the default relationship with consumers. Exclusive agency. The licensee as agent represents only one party to the transaction in a fiduciary capacity. Dual agency. The licensee as agent represents both parties to the transaction in a fiduciary capacity. No matter which relationship is chosen, a licensee owes certain minimum duties defined by the Commission as broker duties. Those minimum duties required of all licensees, regardless of any contractual or non-contractual brokerage relationship. Part 19, Broker Duties and Brokerage Relationships. Broker Duties, Disclosure. Brokers owe specific broker duties to prospective buyers, sellers, landlords, owners, tenants as set forth in this part. 16 period 61 period 19 period 8. Brokers shall disclose the applicable set of broker duties owed to buyers, sellers, landlords, owners of rental property, and tenants as set forth in this part. 16 period 61 period 19 period 8. Prior to the time the broker generates or presents any written document to that party that has the potential to become an express written agreement, and obtain from that applicable party written acknowledgement that the broker has made such disclosures. In the case of prospective buyers, sellers, landlord, owners, and tenants to whom the broker is not directly providing real estate services, such disclosure and acknowledgement of receipt shall be made through the broker who is directly providing real estate services to that buyer, seller, landlord, owner, or tenant. A. Brokers owe the following duties to prospective buyers, sellers, landlords, owners, and tenants. 1. Honesty and reasonable care and ethical and professional conduct. 2. Compliance with local, state, and federal fair housing and anti-discrimination laws, the New Mexico Real Estate License Law, and the Real Estate Commission rules, the New Mexico Uniform Owner Resident Relations Act, and other applicable local, state, and federal laws and regulations. 3. Performance of any and all written agreements made with the prospective buyer, seller, landlord, owner, or tenant. 4. Written disclosure of any potential conflict of interest that the broker has in the transaction, including but not limited to: A. Any written brokerage relationship the broker has with any other parties to the transaction, or B. Any material interest or relationship of a business, personal, or family nature that the broker has in the transaction.